Okay, so this is the example at the top of page 6, and it's asking us to find the probability that somebody is in favor and male using the general multiplication rule from example A. And so here there are two different ways that I could find this. If you look back up at this box on the bottom of page 5, there's two different ways to calculate probabilities with the word "and" separating your events. And so here I could either calculate the probability that somebody is in favor and multiply that by the probability that somebody is male, given that they are in favor, or I can calculate the probability that somebody is male and multiply that by the probability that they're in favor, given that they are male. And so I can do it either one of these ways. I'm going to do it this second way because we've actually already found this conditional probability right here. We found that on the previous page. And so I get that the probability that somebody is in favor and male is equal to, we also found this probability that somebody is male. We found that when we first did the example, and that was 0.15. And we know this, so know from a previous page or a previous example, we know it's 0.25. And so if I multiply those two, I'm going to get my probability, and I'm getting 0.0375. So rather than having a contingency table for this example, we're just given some information about different probabilities. And so reading through it, I found that this 0.1 represents the probability that somebody was granted an interview. This 0.25 is the probability that somebody was offered an interview or offered the position given that they had interviewed. And so what it's asking us to find is the probability that somebody was both interviewed and offered the job. And so while there are two different ways that I could write this out, I'm going to use the formula that involves the two probabilities that I'm given. And so it's going to be the probability that somebody was interviewed times the probability that they were offered the job given that they were interviewed. And so when I do this and I multiply these two values, I get 0.025. And so that's the probability that somebody was both interviewed and offered the job.